Welcome to Bukidnon, Northern Mindanao's food basket. Bukidnon produces rice, corn, sugarcane, fruits, and vegetables. Ironically, it is one of the poorest provinces in the country. A recent World Food Program survey says Bukidnon has the highest estimated number of poor households. In the past year, 74% of families in Bukidnon reported they sometimes run out of money to buy food. This is the second highest rate in the country. In the town of Pangantucan, sugarcane farmers earn around 200 pesos per day, but only if there is available work. During lean days, they must find other ways to make money. Sugarcane farmer, 66-year-old Saturnina Dakulay says it's a vicious cycle that buries the farmer in debt.
Ang nalaman namin sa sugarcane, may sumusuporta na negosyante, magpautang ng abono, magpautang ng pamigas. Maraming mapautang nila, mapahiram nilang tira, pero mahirap naman pala kasi isang taon kami makaprodukto. Isang taon yung sugarcane maprodukto. Makaprodukto kami sa isang taon, malaki na yung utang namin.
A local leader in Pangantucan, Datu Ampuan Heodoro Sulda says, being landless means less money and less food. The sugarcane plantations and multinational corporations irreversibly changed the way indigenous peoples live.
Instant na gusto niyang pagkahapon makakuha agad ng bigas, ano-ano pa, pwede magkuha ng advance na para makain. So medyo naiwanan na yung para ng pamumuhay. Pero yung mga katutubong na sa upper, hindi pa tuloy-tuloy pa yung pamumuhay nila na ganon.
Many IPs were forced to sell or lease their ancestral lands to plantations. Some of them eventually stopped growing their own food. From a vegetable-rich diet, they're now consuming more canned goods and instant noodles. Saturnina's daughter, Marinia, is also a sugarcane farmer. Like her mother, she's deep in debt.
10 more or less years na kami nagsusugarcane, pero parang hindi kami nag-show up kasi nag-depend lang kami nung utang. Ang income namin doon papunta sa utang.
The WFP says 47% are in debt in the entire province, mostly to borrow money to eat. The diet of Bukidnon's poorest mostly consists of carbohydrate-rich foods such as rice and corn.
Mabubuhay kami ng saging, kamuting kahoy. Wala nang ulam-ulam. Nagtitiis kami kung may asin, ayun. Asin lang, ulam. Hindi kami makatikim ng bigas. Yung kamuting kahoy, yung kamuti, yung saging. Yan lang.
Food and Nutrition Research Institute Director Mario Capanzana says this is barely enough. Children grow stunted and too short for their age. 38% of children below 5 years old in Bukidnon are stunted. The national average stands at 30.3%.
Well, generally they are high in carbohydrates, which is but deficient in protein. It may be deficient in some protein and vitamins and minerals, particularly iron. Lalo na yung mga bata, if they are not breastfed, of course, prolonged exposure to this situation will result to stunting. So nakikita natin sa ating mga datos na yung stunting ay napakataas dito sa lugar ng Bukidnon.
Capanzana says there's a simple solution to this seemingly complex problem. He suggests adding affordable protein sources like eggs to meals. Families can plant fruits and vegetables to add to their diet.
We need to empower the local government to really come up with a age-appropriate complementary feeding.
At the Pangantucan Central Elementary School, around 7% of students are what experts refer to as wasted, or when someone is too thin for his or her height. Although the number is still high, this is an improvement from the 15% rate the previous year.
Alam namin na lalong-lalo na yung mga teachers, alam nila na yung mga bata na yun, wala talagang laman ang kanilang tiyan. Kaya yun, hindi sila masyadong na nakikinig, hindi naman nila naintindihan yung leksyon ng mga guro.
Sugarcane farmers and their families rely on loans and the government's monthly conditional cash transfer during the off-season months.
Wala nang magpalibor. Yung mga 2 o 3 araw, mahirapan na kami. Wala. Ang iba sa amin, parang wala na saingin.
Across the Philippines, the same problems are experienced by poor families. The challenge lies not only in securing food and nutrition, but also in taking into account the other factors that contribute to food insecurity: poor infrastructure, poor agriculture, and poor governance.
At ngayon, yung kalagayan namin ngayon, maraming mga malnourished na mga bata sa amin.
With only a few Filipino leaders giving enough importance to food security, the future of millions of poor Filipino children remains unstable. Until then, some of Bukidnon's farmers and children will keep falling off the food basket. Fritzy Rodriguez, Raptor, Bukidnon.